Hi everybody, Don Gianetti, Lighting Essentials. We're going to go over something kind of quickly today, and we'll touch again on this as we go through the vlogs. And it's shooting your work versus shooting what you think somebody else wants to see. Oh, that's a tough one, folks. That's just a tough one. You know, we hear so many people talking about specialization. You got to specialize, 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 and there's a lot of truth to that. To a point, there's a lot of truth to it, and to a point, there's sometimes I think there's a place for specialization, and there's a place for being able to do at least a little bit more. If you're in a small town, for instance, you specialize in natural light, food photography, and you're in a town the size of Phoenix or Tucson or Albuquerque, you might find it a little tough to get enough business. Even if you got every damn job there was in that town, you'd probably still be driving Uber. So there's some truth to the specialization, but there's also some truth to my approach as being damn good in one or two and pretty good in two more. So 3, 4 shooting abilities keeps the cash coming, especially in any market but New York, San Francisco, possibly LA, only with people, maybe Miami, Chicago, but the rest of the world, and it's going to be a little bit tougher to be that tightly specialized. I mean, in New York, you can be a natural light, fresh food photographer who only shoots large format camera. I mean, you can be that specialized, but the rest of the places, no, you can't. So let's get back to the topic here. I tend to run on, but then you haven't noticed. Anyway, let's get back to the point here. Shooting for yourself, shooting for someone else. If you try to shoot what you think I want to see, you'll fail 9 times out of 10. I was an art director for a decade. I was a partner in my own ad agency. I was a creative director, and we were the 3rd largest ad agency in Phoenix in the year 2000 and 2001, before the .bomb blew up. And so I know what I'm talking about when I tell you this. Photographers trying to show me stuff that they think I want to see, it probably isn't what I really want to see, because what I really want to see is really what's on my mind right now. It's that job that just came in the door. It's the pitch we made last week. It's a job that's coming up on production schedule. That's what's on my mind. And you show me something else, I might not even want to see it. Conversely, if you show me something that's so far out of my bailiwick that I don't want to see it, that's your fault. What I mean is, you can't try to show me stuff that I like, but you can definitely show me stuff that's irrelevant. As a creative director for the agency, and we specialized, this was during the, there were internets. The interwebs were out there, and of course we had a nice internet site, and all you had to do was look me up, look up the company, look up the clients we had. We were medical, technology, and medical service. That's our client base. And so I would get promos from photographers, cars, nudes, fashion, travel, lifestyle, architecture, none of which we handled. And so when I'd get this big fancy 5 or 6 panel brochure from some Dallas photographer on awesome architecture, I could go, wow, that's really great. This cost him about $5 to send it to me, but he didn't have a clue what I do, or he wouldn't have wasted his time. We were very niched in our market. If you're going to show something to a photographer, to an art director as a photographer, you need to make sure that you're showing them appropriate work. Appropriate work is in the genre that they're looking for. If you're dealing with the art director that does Taco Bell, I'm going to say travel leisure, fashion, etc., may not be the best approach. It might be, I don't know, food. Within that, you have to show your work, your style. So we're gonna talk a little bit about you developing your thing so that you can make your pictures and can be used by art buyers, art directors, creative directors, designers, etc. But you stay true to your vision. You have to do that. If you're going to go, well, I better not show this wild and funky stuff because I think these guys only want to see this kind of staid and stodgy. I guarantee you that's not true. And if you say I'm going to show staid and stodgy, I'm not going to show the staid and stodgy stuff because they want to see wild and stuff. I guarantee you at the same time that's not true. What they want to see is what you do. What do you like doing? Do you like doing very classic approaches, very I'm struggling for the word. Let's just use the word classic. Very classic, or do you want to step outside the classic and shoot something a little more avant-garde, a little bit more edgy, etc.? If that's what you want to do, that's what you have to show in your book. And the art director that appreciates it will appreciate it, and those that don't won't. Because you can't get everybody. It's just not going to happen. There's no magic bullet. There's no way of organizing your portfolio. There's no page size. There's no trick. There's no tip, nothing. Some people are going to get your work and some people aren't. The goal for you is to zero in on those people who do get your work and push really hard to get your work in front of them again and again. And the people who don't like your work, move on. You're not entitled to them liking your work. And if they don't like it, they don't like it. Let it go. It's okay. Shoot your work, but make sure it's appropriate for the art director's clients when you go and show it off. And that's really the simplest way to say it, folks. Shoot your work, make sure it's appropriate when you show it. I'll see you tomorrow.